to my channel. My name's Angela and this is Devon Threadtails. Thanks for joining me today. Very lucky at the moment, there's a little bit of sunshine, so it's a little bit brighter, but it is the most miserable day here. It's pouring with rain, so if it goes a bit gloomy later, I do apologise. Anyway, today I'm going to talk through a couple of loose plans that I have for June, and also a little bit of a fabric and a pattern haul, because I don't want to really commit to lots and lots of things, but I have lots of things I really want to make, as I always do. So I'll get started. I recently joined the Minerva blog group, I don't know how you'd say it, and I've already written a blog and sent something off to them, but it's not going to be shown until July. But I've got some material that they've sent me for another blog, and I'm going to share it with you. I'm not going to say what I'm making yet, but I'll just show you. It's a little bit of fun. It's just a black jersey cotton, and it has red chilies on it, because, you know, who doesn't need black jersey cotton with red chilies on it? So I'm going to be making something with that. Once I'm done, I'll share it with you and let you know when the blog post is going to be up. So in my last video, I said that my daughter was doing a sponsored head shave at the end of, or no, beginning of July, sorry. And I'm really keen to make her some bits and pieces which are a little bit different, a bit quirky, just to kind of go with her new hairdo. I think it's hopefully going to be really, really empowering for her, but I'm a bit nervous because it's going to be quite a different look. She's got very long hair, so it's going to be a little bit of a shock, I think. So I thought it'd be nice to make her some very girly clothes, and she's really up for that. Obviously, who doesn't want to turn down new clothes? So I have a few materials here that I would like to use to make some things for her. I'll show you those, and then I'll try and go through some of the patterns as well. I definitely don't think I'm going to end up making all of these things, so this is just some things in the pipeline over the next month or so that I'd like to make. So I bought this material, and it's all washed and I haven't ironed it, so I'm really sorry. It's the same with all the material. I've got this really gorgeous, it's like a, I don't know if the colour comes up properly on the screen, but it's like a minty green. I'll try and bring it up really close. Can you see that? It's got like these little people walking in the distance with like a shadow coming off of them, and it's a really lovely lightweight drapey material. It's like a rayon. I think it's almost a little bit like a linen with rayon in it. Anyway, I asked her if she would like this as a garment, and she was really keen, and she said that she would quite like the cami that I make, but as a dress, which I think would be quite a nice idea. So I'm going to try and make that for her. Should be quite easy, just lengthen the sidelines hopefully. She doesn't want pockets in it, she doesn't want it tapered in, she just wants it loose fitting, and yeah, so I think that should look quite nice. So that's one of the materials I have. I bought this from a local haberdashery quite some time ago. Again, very similar feel to the other material. It's like a linen with some kind of a viscose in it, I would say, and it's just this lovely yellow with swallows, I think they are, on it, and she quite likes the colour yellow, so hopefully again I'll be able to make something out of that. Haven't got a huge amount of this, probably only a metre, so it's probably only going to be a top, but yeah, so something with that. Now I bought this material from the Fabworks mill, and I originally bought it for my husband to make him a shirt. Come up close. It's, I don't know if I can get that to focus. It's like a creamy background, and I'll come up way a bit, and it's got these little sort of rectangles and slight flowers on them. Now, I don't think this colour will really suit him now that I've bought it, and I think it will really suit my daughter, and she quite likes a shirt dress. So again, I thought maybe I could do that. It might be a bit too see-through, but we'll see. So again, another material for my daughter. This material I bought, this is a cotton poplin from Material Girl Laura. I quite like cycling, and I saw this and thought, oh, gotta have this. And I really like it. Again, it's got a bit of a cream background, and then it's got these, I think they're called penny farthings, with ladies cycling on them. And I have asked, again, my daughter what she thinks of that, and she really loves it. She'd quite like a skirt or something, and I was thinking maybe like a full circle skirt with a nice big thick waistband, maybe just an elasticated waistband would be quite nice. So something along those lines. Something that I might be doing for myself, I bought this material a long time ago from Hobbycraft. It's just a stretch jersey cotton, and I really like it, and I'm having a bit of a play with Agnes top and changing it into a dress, but with a bit of a hack. And I want to try something a little bit different, so I'm going to really have a really good play around with that and see what I can do, just to do something a bit different, a bit quirky. But I've got lots of it left. I've actually cut the dress out already, and I'm gonna try and make a little vest top. I will show you the pattern. I'll do all the patterns in a minute, but I've bought this pattern, downloaded it. It's Itch to Stitch. I've not used this company before, and it's called the Cartagena Cami, and I thought that would be a brilliant pattern to use, along with maybe a large pant pattern to like do some little bed sets and things, and also some little camisoles for during the summer if you've got some shorts and you just want to put a stretchy cami over the top. And it'd be a good way of using up some stash from jersey that you've used. So I'm really looking forward to doing that, and I'm going to try and use that with that. So on to the last few things. Now, I have this material. I absolutely love this. This is like, I don't know really what it is. I think it might be a chambray actually. I bought it from Like So Amazing, and it's got little Scotty dogs on them with little bows. Again, I don't know if you can see that. Now, I originally bought this to make a closet case Cali shirt, which I'll show you the pattern for that. Oh, if I can find it, because it's amongst all of my stuff here. No, I haven't got it. So I was thinking about possibly making that, but I was involved in a pattern swap recently, and I swapped a pattern with somebody on Instagram and got this pattern, which is a really sweet little, I think, would you call that like a baby doll dress and baby doll top with a Peter Pan collar? It's called the Overture set. Really, really like it. Don't think it's something I would wear, but it is definitely something my daughter would wear. And I just think this material with a white Peter Pan collar for a dress for her, I think that would be really nice. So I'm really torn now between continuing to make the closet case Cali shirt, because I've seen it on a few people in very similar material to this, and I absolutely love it. Or do I make this for my daughter in it? I can always buy some more, can't I? So yeah, I'll have a think. But anyway, or if you've got any ideas what you think, let me know. But yeah, that's the pattern that I think I might use for that if I don't bagsy it for myself. So last few bits of material. I bought this material, absolutely gorgeous, from a local shop called Stones in Totnes. They've got a website, I believe, so do go and check them out. It's a stretch cotton, but it is really stretchy. And I wanted to make a pair of trousers out of it, and I think the ones that I'm going to make are the closet case Sasha trousers, which are these. And I'd quite like to make them really well fitted. I'd make the longer version as opposed to the calf length version. Yeah, I think that's going to be good, but they are well-fitting trousers. They've got welt pockets, something I've not tried before. Bit nervous about doing them, and it would be a longer project. And if I was going to do something for myself this month, I think that's what I would like to do. So yeah, gonna try and do this material, which I think it'd be really nice. It's really lovely material, but with the closet case sashes. I also have another stretch cotton, which really bright, really bright red, and I don't normally wear things quite as bright as this, but I'm going to have a go at making the Sew Over It ultimate trousers with this. Again, not sure if it'll be this month, but at some point I'm going to make those. And then the last couple of bits I bought last year from a place called Trago Mills, which is a really huge industrial kind of shop that sells all sorts of things, from garden furniture to craft making things to homeware to clothes to toys, and they sell material. I bought a couple of bits that's always reasonably priced, and I bought this cotton, and it is quite a stiff cotton, so I've not really known what to do with it, but I've recently downloaded the Caroline pyjamas, or Carolyn, I don't know how you say it, and I think I might use this. First of all, I think it'd be fine as pyjamas, but if it's not, it will be good to use as a toil anyway, because it was very inexpensive, but it'll look quite nice. I quite fancy doing all the piping and things, so at some point I'd like to try and do that with those. I also bought, while I was there, this viscose. Now I absolutely love this, and it's really bright and it's really fun, and I'm in two minds again with what to make with this. Do I make a really soft, drapey, full length flowy skirt, or do I make a jumpsuit? Oh, I can't decide. Again, if you've got any ideas, let me know. I love this material, and I've been umming and ahhing as to what to make. The skirt pattern that I possibly would use, so that's all my material. I'll show you some patterns now. A skirt pattern that I'd like to use is this one, if I was going to do it. So really full length, yeah, nice and flowy. I think that would look nice. But if I was going to do a jumpsuit or a play suit, then I would use the Tilly and the Buttons Marigold, I think. So I'm not sure. Let me know what you think. Very quickly scoot through some patterns because I don't want to take up too much of your time. Again, patterns mainly for my daughter. There's quite a nice little wrap over top here, which I think would be quite nice. If I do a shirt dress, because she quite likes a shirt dress, then I might try the Trouser, which would be nice. I have the Tilly and the Buttons Aula. Again, you can do that with a Peter Pan, or not a Peter Pan collar, but another collar, which I think she would quite like that sort of style, so I might try that. And this one, which I've seen lots of pictures of this on Instagram, this version in particular, but even with the straight sleeves, I think is quite nice. So again, I'm thinking of something like that for her. Although to be fair, I'd quite like to make this for myself as well. The other patterns that I've got that I've bought recently that I would like to make for myself is the Hollyburn skirt. I've seen so many versions of this on Instagram. I think it needs a slightly heavier weight material, but I think this for work would be absolutely gorgeous. So I'm really looking forward to trying to have a go at that. The Tilly and the Buttons Ariel, I think that's how you say it. I really like the button detail down the side, so I think that would be really nice. And last but not least, the Portobello trousers, because I'd quite like some nice swishy trousers. Although the pattern that I showed you with the long skirt on it has got some really nice trousers on it too. So, bit of a toss up between the two. But anyway, that's all I'm going to share with you today. I've tried to do this in a 1 hour. Hopefully it'll come out okay. And yeah, I'll try and catch up with you again soon and share with you the things that I have made in June. Like I say, not really committing to anything this month. Oh, there was something else I did want to ask. In my last video, I showed you some Hudson pants that I'd made, and I absolutely love them. But my husband has said, oh, actually, I'd quite like some. And I realised that you can buy a man's version of Hudson pants as well as a lady's version. Do I really need to get the man's version? Could I just use his sizing, or is there a definite male kind of look to the man's pattern? I don't know. I'm kind of thinking, if I've got the pattern, I've got the pattern. If anybody has made them or has made both, do you think maybe you could just let me know in the comments? That would be really, really great. Anyway, I love you and leave you. Thank you so much for joining me today. Thank you so much for all the wonderful comments and the things that you've said in my last video. It was so lovely of you. Thanks for anybody that's joined in that's new. I'll see you all again soon. Have a good week. Bye.